It is the nerdiest radio host on YouTube. It is I, Nerdy John. And I don't know about you guys. I've been very confused on this whole drama that's been going on. Uh, the Colleen person, uh, the Colteen, whatever her name is, its name. I don't even know the proper pronouns. I've just been very confused. I've seen nothing but tweets on the timeline about this drama. I know it involves Adam McIntyre, a person who we previously covered on Nerdy Live because he made a video about Eugenia Cooney, and we were just poking fun at that video. And he's made a video levering some accusations against her. I figured the best way to approach this would be would not be making, by watching a video done by a third party, so that way there are no biases. True journalism here on Nerdy Live. But yeah, it's this video by Marky. Like I said, I don't know anything about the situation. All I've know is I've seen tweets by Matt Pitt on this is like this is someone who's made videos against her, and it didn't go well for them from what I saw. Like, let's learn about this situation together, because I'm sure some of the people watching probably have no idea what's going on in this situation either. So let's watch and let's all get our bad takes together.
About a YouTuber that I don't think we've ever really covered on this channel, and if we have, it was very, very brief. But the recent accusations that have came out, as well as some accusations that came out a couple of years ago, are very, very worrying to say the least. So today we are talking about Colleen Ballinger, also known as Miranda Sings, kind of like one of the OG YouTubers on this platform. And to be
I don't think I've ever heard of her before. I think I saw that I think she has she had rather a Netflix original show, but I could be way off. And all I know is I saw someone with her face on Netflix. Never watched the show because it didn't look like my type of thing, if I'm being honest.
To be fair, throughout the years of me, watching YouTube, I always thought that Miranda Sings or Colleen Ballinger was a very likable person. I didn't really know anything about them too much, but I was just aware that a lot of people liked her content. But things started getting a bit sketchy a couple of years ago when a YouTuber called Adam McIntyre, who does, similar style content to me, actually posted a video talking about his experience with Colleen. It's this video here called Colleen Ballinger Stop Lying. It was posted 3 years ago, and some of the accusations in this video are very, very worrying. For example, he talked about working for free, the fact that Colleen would, trauma dump on him, and talk about her husband and the situation that's going on there.
That's weird. And I'm not too sure on Adam's age, but I'm pretty sure he's only just recently been an adult. I could be super wrong at that, but I remember him being very young. I could, again, could be totally wrong.
But you gotta bear in mind here, Adam's a minor, you really shouldn't be having this conversation.
Let me reread this.
The situation that's going on there, but you gotta bear in mind here, Adam's a minor.
Very young person. YouTube demonetized this video because I said minor. What? What? That's interesting.
You really shouldn't be having this conversation. And then some absolute mental stories of Colleen sending lingerie to him and other
The quote tipster, that is a yikes for me, dog. Jesus.
fans and whatever. It's
Just because he's a gay kid don't make it any less weirder.
really grim. But the thing is, when Adam actually posted this original video, he was getting a lot of hate. I mean, if we go on the video right now, the comments are turned off, and I can imagine that was to do with a lot of the hate. Because like I said, Colleen was a very liked character here on YouTube, so people just came to her defense no matter what was said about her. And throughout the years since this, there's been a lot of people turning on her. I remember seeing a few videos talking about her charity fraud scams and stuff like that. I don't really know too much about it, so I'm not going to talk about that situation in particular. But what I did
And it seems like this person, whether intentionally or unintentionally, finds themselves in a lot of hot water. Most likely because they're just a lot of it. It sounds like a lot of it's due to their own fault, but probably because like he said, apparently this person's an OG on the platform. So, but I'm interested in him getting into the meat and potatoes of like the recent stuff, because apparently all those accusations were 3 years ago. So what is the current one, or is he? I'm wondering if Adam, with his new fan base, his new audience, or I'm sorry, not new, larger audience, is he trying to make more people aware of what she's done in the past?
Did want to talk about is this video that was uploaded 2 days ago, and it's called Why I Left the Colleen Ballinger Fandom, and this is someone else who was also a fan of Colleen Ballinger.
This is the person that everyone was clowning on. If I'm going off of Matt's tweets here, so if I'm wrong, we blame Matt Pitt. That sound fair? I think it does sound fair. From what I understand, this person was like one of those weirdo fans who would constantly make fan fiction, and they only just now left the community, even though they've apparently known about the accusations for a while. Again, could be very wrong. Could be very, very wrong. I'm just going off the little bit I remember from Twitter. This is gonna be an interesting episode. All right, let's get back into the video before I put more foot in my mouth.
And experienced some of these weird messages that Colin would send in group chats to other viewers, like Adam kind of mentioned, and actually comes to Adam's defense to say, look, he wasn't lying all along like a lot of people seem to believe. Now, the video starts off with Cody Rance talking about how she was just a massive fan of Colleen Ballinger. She was so excited whenever she got noticed by her.
I don't remember the exact place it was, but she did mention me at an event and called me Coda Rance, which is wild that happened. So this is a tweet I posted about it, and Corey liked it. So she started like noticing me more, and I was all excited about being noticed. I think anybody would.
Yeah, of course, a very normal reaction to have when someone you look up to actually notices you. And as you saw there, she said that Corey liked it. Corey is actually one of Miranda's best friends, or was best friends. I don't know what they're.
Okay, so another influencer personality. In fact, let me just so that way, let's see. Let's look at more of Matt's tweets so that way I can just like a live quick check on the air. To anyone who thinks this person isn't cloud chasing, simply look at the views she had. She had to plan, and she knew that what she was doing, and she's gonna ride the wave until there's nothing left. And so, as we can see here, 100 views, 300 views, 100 views, 100 views, 200 views, and oh my god, 47K. Why I left the Colleen fandom. Yeah, and then 2 more videos with significantly less traction. Let's see. One of the most advantageous things about making a video about a horrible person is that you can hide behind them, get criticism. Someone is trying to criticize you, you can simply say, "So you're defending the abuser?" Subject can be about a horrible person, and the content creator can be a crappy person as well. Both can be true. This girl has zero shame. She defended her tooth and nail years prior, and is now using the counters against her as talking points. She wrote fan fiction about someone getting while she was in her 20s. She is not someone to prop up or high five or even say good job. Go back and watch the video she did defending. It's atrocious. So are her video, and so is her video against her. Now, if I remember correctly, this person's channel's gone. Let me see. Oh, do I want to try look up this person's Twitter? Because I might have it direct. But I'm pretty. I think Matt. Let me. Oh, he did clip out a part. I want to. Oh, clip is not available. Yeah, I think this person like scrubbed their entire channel. They might still have the Twitter up. I'm not gonna check that, but this is a yikes for me, dog.
their situation is now, but that's very important information to know because Corey does come up in this story later. Now, as the video goes on, Cody Rance actually takes a lot of responsibility for some stuff that she believes she did wrong in the past, like she made fan fictions about real life people, which is obviously a very like intrusive thing. I don't think anyone really likes the fact that people would like make fan fictions about them, or I guess a lot of people wouldn't like that. And Cody takes responsibility for that and talks about how like that was something that she did when she was younger and regrets it now. And the reason why I bring that up is because I want to make it clear that this video doesn't really come across as just a hit piece at Colleen. It kind of just talks about the full experience, even if it doesn't make Cody Rance look good herself. But as this story progresses, it's clear to see that Colleen Ballinger would speak in a lot of like fan group chats a lot of the time with people who were...
You know another YouTuber who did that a lot? Romeo Lacoste. This is, I know, super hot take coming from me, guys. But YouTubers shouldn't really be in fan-made group chats. I know, guys, spicy take. I'm truly saying something that no one else has said before. But just... Well, wait, I'm pretty sure... Wait, completely random. I think I saw Jessica tweet out that she... Yep, Jessica re-uploaded the entire video.
Warning,
Okay, so after we get done watching Murky's vid, probably should go watch the re-uploaded version to see what all happened. And Jesus Christ, that it is almost 30 minutes long. Buckle up, get some popcorn, because we're not getting out of this anytime soon.
Underage, like very young people, and some of these messages were very inappropriate. Now, when Adam was going to come out with his video talking about his personal experience with Miranda Sings, Colleen Ballinger, she would actually reach out to some of these fans. One of these people was Cody Rance herself, and was kind of trying to like manipulate them to kind of like defend her. As you can see here, there's a massive paragraph just kind of saying,
Jesus Christ, she's sending the hounds after people who make videos on her. What the heck?
Like, I wanted to reach out to you privately and in confidence and all this stuff, and giving her side of the story, which she really shouldn't be doing to her fans at the end of the day. Like, if she needs to defend herself, probably do it in a video or a tweet or just a statement. You don't need to be DMing your fans this. And it becomes pretty clear that this just happens to be some damage control, because when we actually see the messages and the proof against Colleen, it's very damaging. Here we have a screenshot of the fan group chat where Adam McIntyre, who was underage at the time, is asking for like Q&A questions for one of his videos, and Colleen Ballinger says, Adam, you need questions for your Q&A? And then later goes on to say, are you a virgin? Which...
Why? I almost want to get on webcam right now to show you my face right now. Well, why are you asking that? Colleen, why are you asking that, sweetie? That seems kind of sus. More sus than a character from Among Us.
Which is a very odd question to ask someone who's underage. Now, I don't know the exact year this screenshot was taken, but it's worth mentioning that Colleen Ballinger is 36 years old currently, and this definitely wasn't 10 years ago.
So, there's no helping her. There's no helping her. No.
So she was in her late 20s at the very least, maybe in her 30s. I believe if I remember correctly, it was around about like 2017, 2018 time. So yeah, she was way too old to be asking questions like this to underage people. But after this, Cody goes into details about how Miranda Sings was messaging her non-stop, saying like, oh, I don't feel like I've done anything wrong, and I'm really worried that I'm going to be exposed. I'm going to have to apologize.
If you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, guess what? You don't have to do an apology video. What is this? What is this that I'm watching right now? What rabbit hole have I discovered?
And all this stuff, and then after these messages, Cody actually ended up making a video defending Colleen because she's a fan of Colleen. Colleen's came to her in confidence to talk about the situation. Cody Rance is probably just buzzing about the fact that one of the people that she looks up to has messaged her, so she's defending her, obviously. Again, a clear example why you shouldn't be having this much of a close relationship with your viewers, because there is a power dynamic there, especially when you're dealing with younger people. It seems like Colleen was kind of going out of her way to try and manipulate his people to defend her. And on top of just saying like, oh, I'm scared to be exposed, she was sending like screen recordings of her private messages with Adam to other viewers, like as if to kind of get them to turn on Adam and make Adam look like a bad guy. I mean, she actually...
Well, so it seemed like her strategy was, let me leak all this stuff and not make a video on my own side to defend myself. Rather, I'll just send my mob of fans. And keep in mind, right? I I think it's pretty gay when people try to accuse fans of harassment usually. Because most of the time it's when you make a video on someone and people agree with you, yeah, they're going to express their opinion. And usually I think that's just a way of scapegoating for people to get out of the situation. Like, yeah, I might have done a bad thing, but look at all these people, and this one person's responsible for it. But if you have an instance like this, where she is directly saying to her viewers, hey, you need to go do this, here is everything you need to do, now go do it. Yeah, it's 100% on, well, 90% on her, 10% on the fan base. If that makes sense. But yeah.
Actually shows like an Instagram conversation here, and in this screenshot we can see that Adam is talking to Colleen saying like what you did was very inappropriate because there's a 17-year gap. He even says, talk to me in 16 years. If a 33-year-old takes advantage of Flynn, who I believe is Colleen's son, for years, then runs shit talking about him on Twitter, you want to play that game? Why do you bother? Kind of like giving a comparison as to like, if this happened to your son, you wouldn't like it either, right? To which Colleen replies and just kind of takes like the moral high ground, I guess, and says, oh, so now you're bringing my son into it? You're clearly wrong. And then she used this to kind of make him look bad, but in actual reality, he was just trying to use a comparison. But it is definitely worth noting again, Adam's underage here. I mean, he even says in his exact messages that he is aware of the fact that Colleen's been talking shit about him, and his parents are. So if he's going to bring his parents up in this conversation, maybe you should think to yourself, oh, actually, you know what? I am talking to a child here. If I'm gonna have this conversation, I should probably talk to his parents. It's just a bit mind-blowing that a fully grown adult would go into like group chats with like younger people and then talk shit about another young
How you do, fellow kids? By the way, that one other kid, super cringe, am I right?
person. It's just a very, very weird look. I don't know why you'd want that. But speaking of parents, Adam's own mother actually comes into the conversation and leaves a message of her own, to which Colleen doesn't seem to reply to, which is very bizarre, because like, what? So when you're arguing with a child, you'll reply and say a bunch of stuff to him, but as soon as an adult gets involved, you're not going to reply? How does that make sense? And this is why we bring Corey into it, who was like Colleen's like best friend, or best friend at the time. Yet again, don't really know what their relationship is now, but even he was messaging viewers, just kind of like slagging off Adam or anyone else, even Colleen's own husband, to viewers who are young. Well, it seems like they still believe they're in like their teenage gossip phase and like they're kind of reliving their childhood here as if they're around the fucking dinner table at school just like gossiping about people. And here's some more screenshots, this time from a Corey group chat by the look of it, which was called Corey's Clit for some reason, where it seems
this fan base, not on the same level as like the Dream fan base, but I found out a friend of mine was in this fan base, I might have to cut them off completely.
seems like porn was posted into the group chat, and then you've got Corey replying to it, and it's like, mate, why are you getting involved in this conversation? I mean, we've even got someone here leaving a message saying I'm almost 18, so it's like, why are you getting involved, mate? And here he is again in the same group chat, slagging off Colleen's husband and talking about how, oh, it's gonna be hard because I've got to kind of live with him during quarantine and all this stuff, and it's like, why are you gossiping with kids? I don't get it. And also,
It's I think that just shows that she doesn't have anyone around her age that she's actually friends with.
so the fact that this was in quarantine, I mean, that wasn't even that long ago. We're not talking about stuff that happened in like 2010 here. This is fairly recent. It seems like the situation he brought up here that made him want to slag off Colleen's husband was that he said that Eric is mad at me, the husband, because Flynn, the child, wanted me to hold his hand and not his. Like, why?
This is a whole nother mess, it seems. There's interpersonal drama between the friend group because the dad's jealous, I guess. Brain not functioning. For anyone who ever tries to say that like commentary community drama is like super toxic and the worst, just point to any T channel controversy and like, I don't know, all of this I say is like, Jesus, it's like 10 times worse than like any current like in community commentary drama at the moment. Jesus.
Why have you brought this up then? Just a private matter that happened between two people and you're talking about it in like a viewers group chat. Like, it's so fucking bizarre, isn't it? But after this video was posted, Adam McIntyre obviously saw the video, who was an adult now, and I can imagine he was very relieved that what he said when he was younger, that no one believed at the time, has been proved kind of correct, right? More and more people are coming out saying very similar stuff. And he's even made an updated video on this whole situation and go into more details about how inappropriate Colleen Ballinger was with her viewers.
I wrote in the group chat and was like, and by the way, look at this, Adam, you need questions for your Q&A? Are you a virgin? And then she goes on.
This is Colleen in a group chat with children. They're called the Weenies.
She goes, Adam, do you need questions for your Q&A?
Wait, why is the group chat called that? Jesus Christ, this gets worse and worse each time I view this.
When my friends would be like, you know, what's your opinion on Mariah's new song or something? So she goes, are you a virgin?
If you're in the Colleen Ballinger fandom, you know
I was like
about this
15.
group.
15? Fucking hell, I didn't know he was that young, okay? I thought he was like 17 or something, but 15, like...
To quote Tipster again, that is a yikes for me, dog.
Fucking hell, man.
And she asked me what my favorite sex position is.
Yeah. How, like, I understand he made a video, like, he made a video 3 years ago on this, but why did it take this long for people to talk about it? I've never heard of this situation. Granted, like, let's see, 3 years ago, at the time, I wasn't really following, like, commentary stuff, but, like, I mean, Jesus, and like 3 years ago, the commentary community was kind of like at its height of like popularity. If people that were talking about this back then, her career would have been done a long time ago.
What?
Now, if that doesn't validate any of the stories that she would be talking openly about her sex with her ex-husband to me.
Again, why are you doing this, lady? Why are you doing this?
Then I don't know what will.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculously disturbing, isn't it? How are you asking a 15-year-old, apparently that's what Adam said, right? He was 15. How are you asking a 15-year-old what their favorite sex position is and if they're a virgin and all this stuff? Like, that is never an okay conversation to have. But it gets even worse because we have more screenshots here from the group chat where Adam, who was underage at the time, is saying, "My arse looks so good today, y'all." To which Colleen Ballinger replies, "Pics, Adam."
Okay, he shouldn't have been messaging that in the first place. What is this, man? She really is like a Romeo Lacoste. Because like Romeo Lacoste would be like, yeah, I bet you look good when you do X, Y, and Z. She's just doing, man. Why do people have to be this freaky online? Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, how much more proof do you need that Colleen was doing this on a regular basis? Adam even says in the tweet here that he was around 14, 15 at the time, and most people in the chat were a similar age. Colleen would just kind of like ask people for pics, it seems, and I don't care if she was joking. You can't be joking with a child like that. But what's even more mental to me is that there's still people that are trying to defend Colleen for these actions. I mean, here we have someone quote retweeting the fact that Adam like uploaded this new updated video, and they said, Colleen
Ballinger already clocked you and your lies years ago. Can't stand a hungry clout chaser trying to ruin the life of a successful woman. You're not traumatized. You are just hungry for attention. What? How dare you try to ruin a strong, successful woman, Adam McIntyre? How dare you? What?
Ballinger already clocked you and your lies years ago. Can't stand a hungry clout chaser trying to ruin the life of a successful woman. You were not traumatized, you were just hungry for attention. Like, what an awful, awful take. I think because Colleen has like this very close relationship with her viewers where she will just talk to them about anything, it's
It appears to be a little too close, if you ask sane people.
Seems these people really do believe they're friends with Colleen, which will make them defend her like for fucking dear life by the looks of it. But how are you going to say to someone that you are not traumatized when first of all you have no idea how they feel, but secondly he's talking about how a grown woman was asking for like arse pics and like asking what his favorite sex position was when he was like 14 and 15 years old? Like, how can you possibly defend that? I mean, we have a great response here from Paige Christie, who says he was a child and she was inappropriate. A grown woman cried to him about her marriage and then sent him underwear. If Adam was straight, y'all would have called that grooming. It's got to be crack at this point. But as much as there is
Well, I don't think it matters if he's. I don't think it matters if he's gay or straight or whatever. It seems like they're like the fan base itself is just going to defend her no matter what because they're that obsessed with her. I don't think Adam's sexuality has anything to do with it. Although generally I do agree. I generally agree with she's saying that let's reverse the roles. Like, again, Romeo Lacoste was doing stuff very, very similar to her. But, like, look at the reaction he got, and then look at the reaction she got, where it was like silence for 3 years, whereas Romeo Lacoste, instant, like, what the heck, dude, get out of here type of thing. And I think he's still, like, uploading, like, music videos, and he was never, like, jailed for any of the stuff he did. But, like, Romeo's excommunicated. Like, no one wants to work with that guy. But I digress. Let's continue on the video. We only have about a minute left.
There's a few people still trying to defend Colleen. It seems like a lot of her viewers have turned on her, and we can see that just from the comments on a most recent video. Leaking a minor's information to dozens of people and getting them to drag his name through the ground just to protect your name is truly disgusting. Yeah, I mean, when you bear everything in mind, you almost forget about the fact that Colleen was literally going to other young viewers and trying to get them to turn on one of her younger viewers, and even send like screenshots of their conversation, which is awful, but you almost forget that, right? Because of like the other stuff that's even worse. The fact she doesn't make a public statement about her inappropriate behavior towards her fandom, sus as fuck. It's honestly just making you look bad, sis. If she posts a video explaining everything, then this is how it'll go. She will just cry, say that she has made mistakes in the past, and continue to change story and facts again and manipulate per usual. Such an awful, awful situation, and I don't understand what she was thinking in the single slightest. But one thing I am happy about is that Adam kind of got a bunch of relief from this, right? Because so many people went at him, calling him a liar and going against him for so long when he posted a video just explaining his side of the story, and now people understand that he was right all along. And I kind of
Yeah, dude. Like, I generally, like, most of the, like, by the way, I don't actively watch Adam. But usually most of the time, I don't find myself really agreeing with some of his takes. Like, for example, the Eugene Cooney video. But yeah, the fact that this dude went through that, very, very disturbing. And, like, imagine being the husband in this situation. Because I don't know if her husband's like a public figure or not, but like imagine like this video or something about this drama comes across, right? And you find out that your wife has been like bad talking you in front of in front of an audience of children. Like dude, that's embarrassing. I wouldn't, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Probably some outside factors. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a divorce. I'm being completely honest. But let's watch the re-uploaded video, because we basically read the summary on Matt's Twitter, but I am interested in actually watching the video itself. See like how bad it gets.
Video contains content that some may find disturbing.
Whoa, you didn't say viewer discretion is advised. What the heck, man? Okay. 10 out of 10 intro right there. However, have you ever considered the 3D animated text intros that used to play on Minecraft and COD video? If you did that, it would have been like a 12 out of 10, personally for me. Okay, good, good. We got the copyright notice. We now know it's in fair use, so this 100% isn't going to be taken down.
Hi guys, it's Cody Rance here, and today I'm going to be talking
Hi guys, it's Cody Rance on my 240p camera.
about Colleen Ballinger. Now, you guys are probably wondering,
Cody, why are you talking about Colleen? You know that her fandom is wild and they will go after you.
yes, I'm fully aware that the fandom will be very toxic to me and very mad at me for posting this video, but I do not care.
Oh, so brave. So brave. And granted, this is coming from a guy who hasn't really experienced a lot of internet hate, so maybe this is just from me not having a good enough experience. But I don't know, if you're getting internet hate, can't you just turn off the phone or just turn off notifications? I feel like that's something you I don't know. I feel like that's just something you can do, right? It's just turn off notifications and then continue throughout your day. Watch your funny TikToks or whatever you like to do these days, you know? But that's just me.
I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm just like, F it, I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about, and if you don't like it, that is your problem, not mine. So
Such a brave soul.
I'm just going to post this video, and if there's a lot of backlash, great, I'll get more money. So whatever, I don't care.
You see, I don't know if her YouTube channel was monetized. Probably, from the sound of it, it probably was. But there, mindset right there. It's just, oh, this is all for money. I'm not, by the way, I am not shaming for that aspect, right? That would be totally hypocritical of me being a monetized channel and all. But I'm sorry, aren't you trying to be virtuous and call out bad behavior?
Go ahead and tweet my video in your little group chats, post about it online, make all the hate comments you want. It will pay my bills. Let's go ahead and talk about my time. And
this is, I saw, what was it? Let me see if I can find it. Holy crap! I'm sorry, but Matt showed a screenshot of her saying, something about, the views from that video helped pay for a new piece of equipment or something, and it just reminded me so much of the Nicholas Diorio message that went out a couple years ago when he made that video on Bunty King, where he's like, thanks where he DM'd Bunty, be like, thanks Bunty, your video has allowed me to play Cyberpunk the creators truly intended. Shoot, where? Let me see if I can find quick. No, I knew I saw it somewhere. I can't find it now. Maybe I'm misremembering. I could have sworn I seen that. Or maybe I'm just crazy, who knows? But anyway, we stalled enough. Let's watch the video.
in the Colleen Ballinger fandom, and why I believe her fandom is the most toxic fandom online, and why I
But I thought the most toxic fandom was the commentary community.
think she's just as bad as Shane Dawson. So for me to talk about Colleen
I don't know about that one. Shane, I don't think Shane did anything that bad, really. So what if he, wore certain makeup? So what?
Colleen Ballinger and being in her fandom, I also think it is important that I tell you about my time that I personally spent in her fandom. Now, I joined the fandom, I believe, in 2017, 2018. I didn't really know what a fandom was at the time. I was already a fan of Colleen, but I was getting more into Twitter because I really didn't go on Twitter that much until 2018, 2017. I'm not really sure the exact date that I joined and started doing stuff. That's when when I remember like being like a Twitter gal, like going on Twitter a lot. I joined her fandom after I made a video just kind of making fun of Colleen and like her outfit choices. I don't remember the exact video. And then I remember her having like a purple shirt and like red lipstick, which is very Colleen like for Miranda and whatever.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah. I don't really have a lot to comment on there. I wish she would. I know this is rich coming from me, but I wish she would stop rambling and just get into it. It's holy crap, no wonder this is almost 30 minutes long.
I was just like,
oh, I'm gonna make fun of this video because she looks really silly.
and so I made this video, and I don't have it anymore, unfortunately, because I used to have an iPhone, and when I switched to Android, because yeah, I'm an Android girly now, and I don't care because I love Android much better. But when I had an iPhone, I lost all of my screen recordings and my videos because to like make the transfer, I had to like delete a bunch of stuff. It was a very weird situation, but I lost like all my videos and screen recordings, which sucks. I have like 32,000 photos in my iCloud. I had to like scour my iCloud to show you the things I'm about to show you in this video, and it's a lot. When that all happens, I made like a little video making fun of Colleen. Colleen quote tweeted it, and I don't have the screenshot. I looked for it, so I'm so sorry.
She quote tweeted it. But hang on, let me look up like the size of this person. Pulling back. Because if she's an OG on the platform, she has to have like a significant number of followers. Search by because it's nothing but exposed videos on here. Okay, yeah, Mariah Singh. Should we look at her videos? Okay, Mariah, but it's like Mariah sings 10 million subs on YouTube. Okay, 10 million subs. I'm not sure the subscriber count of the girl, but my guess is she was a speck of dust on the YouTube platform at that time. So why is this like huge online personality giving attention to small videos made about her, even if it's negative videos? Because when you do that, you invite people to make more and more videos. It seems like this person has a very insecure mindset overall. But let's let's watch like a couple seconds of one video. See.
Welcoming, put your hands together for our host, Miranda Sings. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Miranda Mondays. It's gonna be revolutionary, iconic. So, I hope you guys.
So it seems like she's just trying to play a character. The idea is she just wears a large amount of lipstick, to the point where, she probably she probably got some tips from Shane Dawson, if we want to reference back to that video. But
I looked for it, cannot find it, so it must have gotten lost in the move. Oh well, it happens. Because a lot of the stuff that was in my iCloud, I like tried to transfer to my Google Drive and it got corrupted and like lost a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Get into it.
I want to apologize to any child who were in these group chats. I should not have been in a group chat with you. There's no excuse for that. Should not have been in group chats with minors. Done. Period. Let's move on. I was such a huge fan of Colleen.
How old are you? Why were you in group? I know you're saying you apologize for it, but why were you in group chats with minors? Especially the more sus ones. I mean, hopefully you weren't in the sus ones, but I don't know, dude. You might have been. Just laying it out there.
That I wanted to then make a fan fiction because I was really into fan fictions at the time and like reading them. I still kind of am, but I'm more into like Marvel fanfics now and Criminal Minds. I love Criminal Minds. I was a 20-year-old writing a
Oh no, she's obsessed with true crime. I can see her watching true crime podcasts now.
fan fiction. I know, embarrassing. But I can't erase that. I just have to live with the consequences. So I made this fan fiction, which I think I have a screenshot of it.
What does that say?
This fan fiction, which I think I have a screenshot of it.
Hello, baby. A Colleen, Ballinger, Eric. Whoa. The heck? What? Wait, 22 parts. 22 parts? She was really working on this.
So I made a fan fiction about Colleen. I called it "Hello, baby," because it's a little phrase that Colleen and Eric would say to each other. And so I made this fan fiction.
This is gross. This is gross. I'm weirded out by this, man. And I've seen a lot of messed up stuff covered, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm just weirded out by all of it.
And in this fan fiction, I had the Eric Stockland character, who's a real life person, by the way, which should not have been writing a fan fiction about real life people. Mistake number 2. And
Probably shouldn't be writing fanfics in general.
in this fan fiction, when I was writing it, I did not think of them as real life people. I thought of them as characters, like not real. But they are real life people, and I should not have been writing fan fiction about them. In this fan fiction, I had the Eric Stockland character be kidnapped and assaulted. And
Brain cannot compute what okay. Weird strike system. Strike 1, you're making the fan fiction in general. Strike 2, it is about real life people. Strike 3, it's about one of them getting assaulted. What the actual heck? What possesses someone to do that? Like, why? Why would you do that? I understand you're apologizing for it now, but what was your mindset at the time to do something like that?
in this fan fiction, why would I do that?
That's what. Do you not have an answer?
Let me tell you. So the reason I did that is because at the time I was dealing with trauma from an ex.
Oh my god. She's gonna use her trauma she's gonna use her trauma to justify writing that kind of thing involving real life people. All right, lovely.
He stalked me. He threatened revenge porn on me. He would make fake accounts and stalk me. He was a hacker, so he was also able to
He was hacking the mainframe.
call me using family members' phone numbers. Like, I was dealing with a psychopath. And so I wrote about it with my story. And
Oh, gee, this doesn't help you. It doesn't. It just makes it worse and weirder.
that was how I dealt with that trauma. I did not have healthy coping mechanism for trauma. I'm going to add this in the video because I think it's important that you also understand this. I broke up with this guy because
As mean as this sounds, I don't care about your love life. I really don't. This video is supposed to be about Colleen.
I had dental surgery and I didn't talk to him for like several hours after. And he got so paranoid about me not talking to him that he thought I was like cheating on him and ignoring him and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, what?
Okay, you have a crazy ex. We all have one of those. Why is this important to the video?
Dental surgery, you knew I was having dental work done. Like, what are you talking about? And so he starts messaging all of my friends, my mother.
I don't care. I don't care. Let's.
Me breaking up with him. And he's doing this all.
Did you just put Colleen in the title so that way you can just vent about your ex and then have thousands of people like see how bad of a person he is? Oh, okay. That's okay. Oh, I swear to God, if she's talking about her ex.
I was very manic. I did not listen to any criticisms. This early time in 2018, I just did not care. I was just going to say whatever I wanted because I wanted attention. I did like the Trisha Paytas method.
Much like now.
I would be controversial to get attention. Like a lot of the stuff that I would do was for attention. I would be
Okay. A lot of what we do online is for attention. It doesn't make you unique. That doesn't make you special.
mean on purpose.
And if you were doing it the Trisha Paytas method, that just means you had a terrible role model in terms of getting attention online.
So people would talk about me, so they'd watch my videos. That was my mindset. One of the other things I did while I was in these group chats is I would have people from the Colleen Ballinger fandom be like,
Oh, do you want to be in the fanfic?
and I would use their names in the fanfic. Some of these people were minors, and I'd have their names in the fanfic.
That sounds like it's more on you, buddy. What the heck is this, man? You know what? I'm gonna just say this. Strong, controversial take, everyone. Everyone involved, except maybe Adam, is the weirdo in this situation. Feels like Adam's the only innocent person in this. I'm gonna be real with you.
Where the Eric character was being assaulted. Mistake number 3. Should not have been doing that. So
Yeah. Needless to say, I'm sorry, but if you, I don't know if I misheard her in the video, but you claim to be an adult, especially at that time, you should have known then. All right? Like, this isn't you being like around Adam's age making all these mistakes. This is you as an adult making those mistakes, man. Like what the heck?
So I apologize to any of those people who were in that fanfic. I unfortunately do not have access to that fanfic anymore. I did delete it, but I am very sorry for those people. I do remember reaching out to some of them specifically individually to apologize later on, and they accepted my apology gracefully. Thank you very much to those people who I did do that to. So sorry. That should never have happened. And then Colleen and Eric did their video about like saying they're a couple reading fanfic, and I was like,
Oh my god, they're gonna reenact it.
they didn't. I wonder why, Cody, because you were psychotic in the fanfic. That all happened. And while this all happened, she also mentioned me. I think it was VidCon. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the exact place it was, but she did mention me at an event and called me Co-Duh Rants, which is wild that happened. So this is a tweet I posted about it, and Corey liked it. So she started like noticing me more, and I was all excited about being noticed. I think anybody
Cause you're getting the attention you think you deserve, okay? I mean, all right.
would. Like, especially if you have a parasocial, like the group chat that was for the Cleveland show. I joined the group chat. I ended up going to the show. I'll show you some pictures from that. So, like, here's a picture.
All right. You know what? I'm done with this. This is too weird for me. Perfectly honest. All of you in this situation, except for you, Adam, are weirdos, and you should log off. I don't care. I don't care if you regret it now. The fact that you still did that as an adult with minors in, oh my god. Everyone's awful in this situation. This is Nerdy John signing out. I am everyone's awful. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day.